and we use the same pump. So we use the same drives, and we use the same this, and we use the same that. And that must be an NA version, huh?
Oh no, this is the real deal right here.
Okay. Now we should be going a lot more aggressive. We're gonna break $3 million this year in business. So what are you, 21, 22?
I just turned 20 like 4 days ago.
But I think we should probably judge time and quality.
Look at all these toys. This is like a blue collar guy's wet dream. Check this out. Oh. Hey Siri, what's the temp out?
It's 0 degrees outside.
Oh, or -2 if you listen to that. So here's a little bit of green grass. If you guys are anything like me and experiencing nothing but cold and snow, I've got a whole bunch of videos that I've saved up that I've filmed over the summer, fall, that we're going to be releasing over the winter, as well as snow plowing videos. But I figured, well, let's do one of the tractor versus skid loaders. So we've got a 3-part mini series on tractor versus skid loaders using different tools and attachments coming at you this week. So let's just dive right into the fun. So we've got a Hydra bucket on a mid-size skid loader. We've got a John Deere tractor. We've got the famous Derek from CMP, the more famous Jameson from G&M. We've got all of these guys here. We're gonna be putting this tiller against a front-loaded tiller on another mid-size. I call these mid-frame. Maybe these are large frame skid loaders. I don't know. Yeah, that's a large frame skid loader. And then I don't know what the excavator's here for, but who cares? It's another toy. And what's the UTV for? Just because you got it?
Just because you can.
Yeah, the guys here are pretty big into the UTVs, that's for sure.
Oh, nose digger. Oh, I bet he felt that one in his spine. That poor UTV's like, can somebody else own me?
Got the grease.
Oh, it's gonna be a good day, you guys. So for you guys that don't know who Olaf is, he is Derek's head of sales. So if you guys have ever contacted CMP Attachments, you've probably talked to Olaf or you've talked directly with Derek. So in today's video, we're going to be going through a number of different tests. And one of the things we're going to be looking at closely is Derek from CMP Attachments has made a brand new tiller that goes on the front of a skid loader. And you can use it forward and backward, and it's actually adjustable on the fly from inside of the cab. And we're going to be putting that up against the standard tiller that you'll see in a 3-point attachment of a tractor.
Be much more aggressive obviously with this because you got a lot more weight involved. But the advantage is you can just forward or reverse. You can get more penetration with it.
And he's got to do the complete.
You got to turn all the way around and keep going back and forth with it.
So he's got this area as his work zone right here, and you're timing it so when this is raw earth, ready to be planted, we're gonna know exactly
which one's more productive.
Which one's more productive?
Yep.
Okay. All right, I got invited to give it a go, but I'm not used to the John Deere.
So on the right-hand side, you got your park brake release. Park brake.
Okay.
So next to that is the top right there. He's got the dial. That's your throttle.
Ring, ring, ring.
Yep.
Okay.
And then on the right-hand side, next to your right-hand joystick, there's a toggle switch. That's your creep mode.
Creep, yeah, we should be in creep mode now,
Over
I
here,
believe.
Top left, it says the percentage.
70%.
So every time you touch it, it goes down by 10%.
Okay.
So if you want to run full power, full hydraulics, you're only going 50% of the speed.
Got it.
Okay. And then on your right joystick, you got the roller.
Okay.
That's your auxiliary hydraulics, so that's going to open and close your disc.
Aha, right here.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. That's it.
That's it?
Yep. It's set up in ISO, so you're good to go.
Have fun, he says. I'm in a skid loader. Of course I'm going to have fun. Oh my God. This is so cool. Holy crap. Couple things. This John Deere runs nice. This attachment, wow. Let's throttle it up and make it work. Make it earn its keep. Okay, so right now, I don't have a very aggressive V going on with this. So let's do that. All right. Now we should be going a lot more aggressive. I'm changing it on the fly as I'm going, so I went more aggressive. Oh, I can instantly feel it in the machine. Like, as soon as I go more aggressive with it, the machine kind of peels back on me. Now I'm in creep mode, which I'm not used to. Get creepy with it. Alright, so this is aggressive forward, and that one would be backward. So that's forward, and then the other way would be backward, right?
You want to try to keep that.
Okay, so what Olaf was saying is you want to keep the pressure in the center of the disc so that it floats evenly, and when we go forward, we want to have it scooped like a snow plow. Yeah. That's the travel on it, right? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Much better. Much better. Everything's working in unison now. One more time forward, and then we're going to go backward. Okay, so look at that. You can see just how well that's disking. So there's a little bit of a learning curve with this machine and the hang of just getting the feel of how it best operates. Now I know some of the questions that have come up is what's the point of disking and then driving over what you just disced up because you're compacting it back down? Well, the beautiful part about this is you can go forward and backward. So you can initially tear through the ground going forward, you can see exactly where you're going, and then on your final run, you can put the disc down and go backwards and have purely untouched ground left behind. And this is just a great option if you don't have a tractor with a 3-point attachment and you have a skid loader and you want to go out and create food plots or whatever you could use this for. it just gives you the ability to be able to do that. I love it. I love it.
Isn't that awesome?
Dude, I know it's got a learning curve, right?
For sure.
But
You were in it for about 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was already finding the sweet spots.
Yep.
I was already figuring out what to do and what not to do.
Yep.
Give me a day in it and I'll be Farmer Jones.
And this is honestly, this is some of the hardest stuff you can work with because of, I mean, this is established roots. This is not new seeding. This is established root systems and deep roots and hard pushing.
Now, what is Jameson doing over there?
He's preparing our tests for Derek and Jameson and maybe you on filling those holes back in. We got 3 skids, or we got three equipment. We're going to use a tractor with a 3-point hydro rake and a bucket and a loader. We're going to have Jameson in his T450 in the hydro bucket, and then we got a T76 that we're going to use a bucket and the skid steer hydro rake. And we're going to take those piles that he's digging and they're going to put them back together. It's a 20-foot, approximately 20 foot by 20 foot, 1 foot hole. And we're going to see who does the fastest and most efficient job of preparing that 20 by 20 foot square for seeding.
For any kind of seed.
Yep.
All right, so we could, like, do we want to get it smooth enough that we could seed it with grass seed?
Correct. That's the idea.
We can do it not necessarily the quickest, but I think we should probably judge time and quality.
Time and quality, because those are the two things, guys. They don't really care about one or the other. They want both when they put their bills down, right?
Yep.
I like it. What are
I'm thinking, I'm hoping I can win with the tractor because that's where I put my money in my mouth 10 years ago.
Oh,
10 years ago.
That's right. This is where this video came from.
Yeah. One thing I will say is my back does hurt now, and I'm not lying. Like, I loved my tractor. I had to fill my air seat up. It was rough. I don't know if you guys noticed on the outside.
I noticed. Okay, so I noticed you not only doing this, but this.
Yeah, looking back.
Looking back.
Yep.
And there's nothing worse, like when I'm snow plowing after 12 hours, I don't even want to look back.
Just from all the years of welding and not having the proper tools that I probably should have had.
And you're a little deaf too, maybe then?
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Well, and you weren't turning around. Correct. And you were keeping that disc level and the most efficient use of the discs, not one side or the other.
Yeah,
and you did bound it up that one time when that heel got into the ground. Correct. And you're backing up, and so that's the key of trying to keep that center weight on it, which is hard to do.
What were the times so far, Olaf?
This was 5 minutes for here.
And this is the mid-sized machine, but he ran it efficiently.
Very efficiently. He did this in 5 minutes.
Okay.
He did that one over there in about 9.
Yep.
And this was done in about 7, 8 minutes.
I'm going to call for a volunteer from the audience. Jameson, will you hold this camera and get us some shots? You guys don't know, little something about Jameson. He's with GM Outdoor Services. You guys know his brother Garrett, his sister Marlene. What you didn't know is Jameson's been running equipment since he was, what, 13 years old, snow plowing?
12, 13, yeah.
12, so,
Yeah.
So don't let these guys fool you. They're super successful. They're going to break $3 million this year in business, but it's not his first, second, third year in business. What are you, 21, 22?
I just turned 20 like 4 days ago.
20. Happy birthday, by the way. So 7 years of equipment experience beforehand and a work ethic to go along with it, and you can build yourself any kind of business you want. All right, you guys, well, that's it for today, but the rest of this week is tractor versus skid loader with different tools and attachments. Now, the very next video coming down the pipeline, we're going to be looking real closely at how a tractor running a power rake and a 3-point power rake behind it does versus a skid loader running a hydro bucket, and then also a different skid loader running a bucket versus another power rake. So lots of different options just to help you guys dial it in. Which one are you guys gonna use? Which one can help you guys out? So this entire series this week is a throwback to what we did this fall and looking at different tools and attachments on skid loaders versus tractors. And hopefully information like this helps you guys make a better purchase decision when you're out there in the world trying to figure out what you wanna buy. I hope stuff like this helps you out. God bless you guys. Go get them. We'll see you on the very next one coming down the pipeline.